I know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in. Okay, so I just got done focusing more of my attention on TXT. And so right now I kind of want to go into how is BTS feeling about TXT's debut. What's on their mind about TXT's debut? Okay, this card seems to want to come out. Okay. So BTS, when it comes to TXT, the main things that are on their mind is TXT needing to follow their intuition and kind of trying to TXT being able to sort of navigate themselves through this industry. It's just like almost like I feel like the phrase like a kind of similar, like they're feeling like we can only tell you, but you're gonna have like we can't really explain to you this, you know, your this feeling, or we can't explain to you really how things are supposed to go. You just have to go and feel for it. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard anyone tell you like you have to feel for it, like it's just a feeling you get? That's what I'm feeling like. They're kind of telling them like we can only explain to you but so much, like other things you're just gonna have to follow your intuition. Okay. They're very worried about deceitful people around TXT. Also, I'm getting worried about they're worried about feeling like they themselves may have misguided them in certain things. Like this is what they're worrying about. It's not something that they're like we deliberately deceived them. No, it's like, maybe we said that it was too fun too quickly. Like maybe we didn't push that, it's going to be really hard before things get fun, like that kind of thing. Or like maybe we didn't explain, I wonder if we explained this, that, and the third properly. If we didn't explain that right, are we liars? This is kind of like what I'm feeling more like. They're really concerned about whether the advice that they've given them was good enough. Really concerned about whether or not like that they were honest enough with them without scaring them or intimidating them. Yeah, and like I said, also worrying about deceitful people around them. Again, seventh chakra angel Uriel comes out again talking about intuition and mental stability, and it's just they're very worried about their mental state throughout all of the pressures that they're going to be having. But they also feel like there's a whole bunch of different possibilities and opportunities for them. They're like, kind of like you have a lot of different routes that you can take now. Okay, that's what they're like. TXT has a lot of different ways that they can go now. Okay, nothing seems to be kind of coming out from this deck for what BTS is thinking about when it comes to TXT. So let me use my dreams deck. Oof, okay. And this is talking about, oh, it's a lot of cards. Hold on. This is probably too many. This is a lot of cards. This is like, and I feel like they're all relevant. I don't have them in order, but I'm just gonna, all the cards that came out was rain. Okay. And so again, like I was saying, like they're very concerned about whether they pushed that there's going to be a lot of like, rain before the sun comes out. Like they're not sure if they made everything look easy to them, or they're not very sure of the image that they have portrayed. They're hoping that they've explained to them, or that they'll understand that, yeah, they're going to go through a lot of hard times. We have burying out here, this card number 65, burying. And I kind of feel like This is talking about sort of also kind of, it makes me think of Burying Feelings, but I'm going to look at this book. It's a new deck. Um, let's see what it says. It says spiritual rebirth, new companies, move. So it's they're concerned about obviously the whole being in and under contract to a company for the first time and being so young at that, because then the next card that comes out is children. I don't know if you guys children. So they're very concerned. They're like, they're very young and they're dealing with, contracts and dealing with being in a company and their kids. You know what I'm saying? So BTS is very, very concerned about them, their youthfulness, like them just being children and having to really deal with an adult life. Um, Telephone is talking about, again, like it seems to be from both TV, not TVXQ. Oh, I'm so old school. TXT, and then like BTS once again. It's kind of like they're very concerned about communication. They're very concerned, like I said, about whether they're conveying the right message to them, or, they hope that they're not all giving different types of messages and confusing them, or, making it seem like they're not telling the truth. They're very concerned about how they sort of advise them or help or walk them along the way. It's like they can only say but so much, but they're like, your intuition is just going to have to take you the rest of the way. Your experience is going to be different from ours. The next card that comes out is number 5, Weapons. So let me read that. I already think I know what that is in relation to this. It says abandon fears and tensions. So again, it's just, even with telephone, it's still communicating the darker sides of things. Like it's like they really wanted, it seems like they really wanted to stress to them in a way that was not necessarily overly aggressive or anything like that. Like, hey, look, things are going to be hard for you. Like, you're going to have a lot of people coming at you from a lot of different angles. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to try to harm you or to harm you emotionally. And, you know, just because you're you, and just because you're with Big Hit, or just because you're our brother group, there are going to be a lot of people who may want, who don't want the best for you. Actors comes out, and I feel like this is talking about them, telling them about fake people, and letting them know that there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be around them who are not real. I want this to focus, who are not real, who are putting on a front and acting like, kind of want to be close to them for not good reasons. People who possibly will backstab them, just kind of letting them know about a lot of negativity that will go on, and a lot of negativity that they're going to have to face because they are TXT. So the next card that comes out is Chasm, and I have no idea what that means, so I'm going to go ahead and read on that and let you guys know. So Chasm is talking about fear of proceeding. Um, so yeah, it's just continuing and talking about how, before we move on to the next card, like almost like continuing, it's just like this whole fish is going to eat them alive, like they're going to be swallowed whole by the overwhelming sort of like situation that they're in, and they're worried about them continuing. BTS is worried about TXT and how they're going to navigate themselves through these deep dark waters, okay? And what monsters that they'll end up seeing. So the last card is Shoes, and this one says nothing that relates. No, this one's more like romanticizing the idea. Again, it's kind of talking the same thing. It's like romanticizing the idea of the path that they walk on. I want this to clear up. But it's talking about sort of like romanticizing the path that they walk on, and kind of like the fear of doing that. It's just like they feel like they're going to go far, but they also want them to sort of get in their head that things are just not going to be easy all the way. I feel like BTS is very, very concerned, but at the same time, feel like they can't really protect them to a degree. Like, it's like one of those things like we can't, one way or another, we can't sort of protect you. If we protect you, we'll shield you. And then when and then when we can't protect you, it's going to feel a lot worse. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like almost like this tough love, like, we really want to shelter you. We really want to protect you, but you're going to have to actually face this thing on your own. You're going to have to experience, you know what I'm saying, how hard these things are going to be. And that's just something that's really on BTS's mind. It's just really, they're very concerned about the ups and downs that text is going to have to go through before they get the hang of things. It's like they don't want the members to have the same type of suffering that they did. And at the same time, they're kind of mature enough to know that their suffering, will be different. I know that word is kind of harsh with using suffering, but for BTS, there are a lot of things that they had to power through, and it was a form of suffering for some of them, you know. But yeah, so it's just they're very concerned. They're very concerned. But that's it, guys. Honestly. So I guess next I'll be working on the BTS career reading, and then I'm gonna get to the GOT7 career reading. So stay tuned for that, guys. Um, Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and remember to email me at thelionsandtarot@yahoo.com to purchase a reading for yourself or your favorite idol or celebrity. All right, until next time, bye.